If you're a hip hop artist who wants to mix your own recorded music, then I'm going to show you how with videos that go over mixing both a beat and vocals step by step. I'm Jamal Patton, and I've been involved in music creation for more than 35 years. Over the last 6 years as a mastering engineer, I have helped hip hop artists get their music ready to be released. And now, I will do the same for you. Let's begin. Okay, so now I want to show you the kick and the snare together. And I'm just going to go ahead and play them right now. Okay, so you see how the kick and the snare, they're balanced. You see how they sound the same loudness, they're hitting the same with the same intensity, the same presence, they're balanced. That's the way you want it to sound. Now I also want to show you something else. Not only are they sounding like they're at the same loudness, but here with the volume level meter here, as you see, they're also volume-wise the exact same. Both of them at -5 dB. Now with the kick and the snare, that's how you want it to be. Now, depending on what you're doing, depending on what's going on, you can make one or the other louder. I mean, there's no, it's not set in stone that it has to be that, but with the kick and the snare, that's how it starts. Same loudness and the same volume. Take one more listen. Listen for how even they are, and once again, the same intensity, everything. Now, once again, what you want to do is you want to get familiar with that. You want to get familiar with hearing that sound and hearing how they sound when they're balanced, even if they're not processed. See, these drums are processed. Now, the thing is, these days, when you get drums from drum packs, nowadays, those drums are processed to the point to where you just drop them in and make your beat pattern and you're good. You don't need any processing. But let's say you're not buying those drum packs or the loop packs or whatever. Let's say you're using the stock drums like I'm using here. I'm using these Logic stock drums from the ES24. And let's say you're using whatever stock drums from whatever DAW that you're using. Then you're going to have to process them. Most cases, even the ones that are already processed, you're probably going to need to process them a little more to get them to where they need to be. So whether you're using the stock drums from your DAW or a drum machine or whatever, or you're using the drums from a loop pack or a sample pack or whatever, if you're using any of those, get familiar with the sound of the kick and the snare being balanced, because that's basically the backbone of your mix. And those two things being balanced, obviously, number one, is a good start. And number two, it really helps you to get a really good balanced mix, because everything else you're going to balance against those two things. You may even balance some things with one of them, but it depends on what you're more comfortable doing. But the kick and the snare, balanced. Loudness wise, they're balanced. And volume wise, they're balanced. See you in the next video.